So this has been crazy. Do you want to get into this Maroon 5 shenanigans? This
Oh,
Adam Levine?
whatever you want,
And
dear.
I was like, "Ooh," at first I was like, "Well, why should I care? It's Maroon 5." Like, I haven't listened to Maroon 5 in so long. But this is kind of a pretty juicy, gossipy scandal type thing.
Mhm.
So let's see. Where do I begin? So basically Adam Levine, there's been what, a couple women now that have come out and said that they have cheated on, and I think his wife is due with their 3rd baby.
Yeah, mhm.
And
Now,
so
I know kind of the whole, uh, beginnings of it and how it
okay.
started, but, there's more women coming out now?
Yeah, there's a couple.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna add your thing. Yes, because
Yeah.
I think this might have been the first woman because this woman was she a sex worker or a model? I didn't catch what her
She
job
says
was.
she's an Instagram model.
Okay, so she's a sex worker.
Yeah.
She's an escort.
Mhm. Okay, that's what my sister said. 'Cause my
Yes!
sister yes.
You're not gonna make your whole money off of, we actually have a website where we check to see a lot of my friends do porn and, like, there's a website we check to see, like, when they're in New York because they're doing
Mhm,
escorting, and then I go, "Okay, I know you're in town, bitch. You're on the website. Come do my show."
mhm.
That's how I book people.
Oh, damn.
So, maybe I could check to see if this girl's on it.
Well, she's out in LA,
Okay.
but so she goes by, Sumner Strom. It's like summer, but Sumner.
Okay.
So here is the first one that she sent out, like the very, very first one, then we'll get into the second one. Again, just bear with us, folks.
I'm just gonna rip it off because I've retaken this like 10 times now. Essentially, I was having an affair with a man who's married to a Victoria's Secret model. At the time, I was young, I was naive, and I mean, quite frankly, I feel exploited. I wasn't in the scene like I am now. So I was definitely very easily manipulated. Maroon 5 is practically elevator music at this point. So I'm sure you
Oh,
know
sick
who Adam Levine
burn.
is.
Mhm.
But Adam and I were seeing each other for about a year. After I stopped talking to him over, a period of months, this is how he came back into my life. He
And then at
said,
first I'm
"Okay,
looking at this, I'm
serious
like, "Oh,
question. I'm
reminders,
having
oh,
another
Stella." I'm
baby,
like,
and if
"That's
it's a
him?"
Mhm.
boy, I really want to name it Sumner. You okay with that? Dead serious."
Saying
Um,
that he wants his name as Kid after
I
her.
Yeah.
was like, I'm in hell. Like, I have to be in hell at this point. I mean, my morals were unknowingly compromised. I was completely manipulated. I wanted to handle this privately. I never wanted to come forward because obviously I know the implications that come with doing what I do, making money the way I do, and being an Instagram model.
Mm.
So being tied to a story like this, it's like I know the
It's
stereotypes.
only gonna
I
help
had
me make
sent
money.
Mhm.
I had sent some screenshots recklessly to a few friends I thought I trusted, and one of them
Mm.
had attempted to sell
And one of those
to
friends
a
was a
tabloid.
publicist.
So here I am.
And she took care of the rest.
Mhm. So then she starts getting a shit ton of shit. And so then she comes out with a further explanation on another TikTok.
Ooh.
Mhm.
I'm
Nope,
just gonna
not this
And
bitch.
I'm missing this
wanted
because
to
this is all
make
happening on
Mhm.
part
TikTok.
two. I feel like it's obviously necessary. Hindsight is 2020. I initially wanted to go in and talk about how remorseful I feel and how embarrassed and disgusted I am with myself, but I didn't want people to look at it and think like, oh, she's playing the victim. But
Mm.
in reality, it had the
Mm.
opposite effect. Something I now realize I didn't touch on enough was the fact that one of my friends had attempted to sell it, which I realized yesterday whenever they reached out to me for comment. And so I was completely frantic. That is why that video is, for one, just so all over the place, and two, why I didn't touch on some of the things that I initially would have liked. So in this video, I'd like to address some of those things. I only came forward because I wanted to kill whatever story the tabloid had. The most
Mm.
important part that I did
Mm.
definitely gloss over is the
Why
fact
does
that
she
I was
have
under the
no
impression
emotion?
that their
Like, I
marriage
don't
was
know.
over. I
Is it this
believe that they were.
Yeah,
is that this has happened so long ago? It seems like she's not, like, struggling with anything. Like, when you really regret something, you're like, I don't know, it seems like you're wrestling with it, and she seems very, like, one note emotionally.
Oh, hold that thought, bitch. Hold that thought.
Keeping it
Ooh.
quiet to avoid the negative press because, as I had said, I was new to LA. So I just assumed that with celebrities of that caliber, that that's just how it was. And that's why I feel exploited, because he knew I believed everything that he said because of my vulnerable position of being new to LA. Also, he was DMing me straight from his verified Instagram account. I didn't have any reason to further question it. But I now realize that that was likely a manipulation tactic of his, just hiding in plain sight. As soon as I had realized that was not the case, I had cut things off with him. In retrospect, I wish I would have
What?
questioned things more. I wish it wasn't so
What is your
naive,
actual
but
complaint? Like,
being
did she
naive
d
is not an
d was
excuse
she not
for what I
able
did and
to
the role I played in
this
this.
happened when?
Again, in no way was I trying to gain sympathy, and I fully realize I'm not the victim in this. I'm not the one who's really getting hurt here. It's Behati and her children, and for that, I'm so, so sorry.
Says his wife's name. It's Behati that's getting hurt.
Uh,
Yeah, so there's that.
so she
Then
knew that he was married,
Just
like,
wanted to
every
make
step of the way.
well, then these TikToks start circulating, her old TikToks, and people are like, "Oh, this bitch is petty." And you can see like where she tries to take swipes at his wife, and they say that these were made during the time when she was like, quote, having an affair. I don't know. So they're super quick, but
Not the mistress who claimed she was young and naive posting a TikTok a few weeks ago to a Maroon 5 song with the caption, "This is a little too specific." With the lyrics, yeah, you can start over, you can run free, you can find other fish in the sea, you can pretend it's meant to be, but you can't stay away from me. Girl, the only person young and naive is anyone who believes any lie you've been telling about the story, because, girl, how was this a few weeks ago?
I think she moves herself around like
I
a
know, right?
ghost on that. I'm like, "How did they do that?" Wait, so
Yeah.
what was she pointing to? Looked like the Venus de Milo or like the gummy Venus de Milo from The
She was
Simpsons.
she was pointing to the date.
Oh, I thought she was pointing to the statue. What was the
I
date?
don't think here.
Not the mistress who claimed she was young and naive posting a TikTok a few weeks ago to
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh shoot. Yeah, so saying that she was young and naive, but a
When it
few
was like
weeks ago,
this was like earlier this month.
yeah, saying that the whole situation was calculated and planned out. Then
Oof.
this was posted, they say around the same time of their affair, seems super remorseful.
You're probably with that one girl. I think the fuck not, bitch. Walk like an angel.
A Victoria's Secret angel is his wife. Mhm.
Oh, wow. So much code.
I know, right? And then that's where you had his statement where he's like, a lot's being said, I was wrong. Then he goes into like this whole area here on his Instagram. It said men shouldn't men shouldn't be making decisions about women's bodies. And so everybody's been calling him like a hypocrite and all this other crap. He writes this whole during this regrettable period in my life, and he spells it wrong. She then goes on her Instagram and says, "Somebody get this man a dictionary." Now,
Oof.
real quick, like I said, this was all investigating done yesterday. Here's her Instagram, okay?
Wow. Okay.
Let's scroll. Let's just do a quick little
If Nick
scroll
was
here.
here, he'd say, "No, scroll a little slower. Let's take more time and look at
Well,
these."
I want us to see the I guess
Does
the
she how do these women just travel for a living? They're just always on the beach.
Well, so
I'm a
as
little
we're
jealous,
going
clearly.
back in time, we're gonna see the what's the word? The formulation of Sumner Stroh or whatever her name is. So we have her where she starts out and she's like doing travel pictures, like
Feet
pictures at the
pics.
beach, yeah, feet
Okay.
pics, girl, get your nails
Ooh, nail
done.
pics. I had a nail phase. Yep, yep,
Mhm.
yep.
Yep.
Mhm.
Here she is, with her looks like little brothers or whatever. Um doing
Wow,
some
so her face
travel.
looks different too.
I know, right? Isn't it crazy? But then you start seeing like,
Ooh,
okay, like some bikini pics, like, okay, that seems to be getting a
and then
little
she's
bit
like,
more
"This is
likes.
working." Yep.
Mhm. Yeah, so then you see as it keeps going, then you have the cool outfits. Let's try the fashion side, right?
Yeah,
Still not enough
speedster.
clicks. Yeah, let's go to then where everybody goes on Instagram and go to the different wall posts.
Oh,
Still not
yeah.
enough likes.
The
Uh,
pink wall in LA.
yep, let's keep going. Oh, how much do we have? Okay, 2,000. Okay, that's a little bit more than the other ones. Okay, let's see, 2,400, a little bit more. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see. Okay, we'll try to do the fashion bikini. Let's keep going, keep going. Let's try some new stuff. Oh, I'm in LA, 1,300, still not enough.
Hmm.
1,900, still not enough. All of a
Wow, and
sudden,
she's beautiful. I mean, I feel like she should be
yeah.
getting more. I'm on her side.
Well, yeah, well, here's the thing. Oh, 3,500. This is after the boob job. Okay.
Ah, that's what she needed.
Yep,
That's what was
everybody needs a
missing.
boob job.
Yeah.
2,500 still, I mean, still some of these she should have gotten way more. But then we start seeing, oh, 5,000, 5,000, five
Maybe she's
thousand.
shadow banned. Is she a flat earther?
Well, no, well, here, check it out. Here we start with
Okay,
more of
here we
the
go.
10,000, 112,000. We're starting to move up in the world. But then you see, you
You
see,
really are a reporter, Farron.
I
Like,
know
this
this
is
is,
this
yeah.
is a journalistic piece you're doing.
Exactly. I mean, you have to what's the how she evolved, I guess you could say.
Yes.
Um and then, yeah, 12.8, so still a little bit low. And then you start to see that there's a little bit of a drop after some of her swimsuit pics and stuff start going. So there's a drop after you have
Mm.
112,000 and then you're dropping to like 18,000, 8,000,
Still a lot of
14,000.
people.
Still a lot for, like, you and I, but when you've already had 112, you gotta keep that going. So
Wow.
let's start doing more, and you see they start to get a little bit more, "Okay, let's do some ass now, maybe we'll do some ass here." Um, okay, alright, we just got the Taz, so we'll get 20K here, here we go, okay. Beach shots, only 16. Let's keep going. Okay, 17, a little bit more. Ooh, let's do the oh, not enough. Like I said, you could see as she keeps evolving more and more and more. And
She's
then
gotta
all of a
raise the
sudden,
stakes.
you got to keep
Okay.
raising the stakes, right? Still, but it's like still 18. Still not getting enough
She's still
here.
doing
Okay.
great, though. Wow.
16,000. Again, this would be a lot for us, but not enough for her. 12,000, 10,000. But let's go to maybe the last couple here. Where
Progression,
was
yes.
it? Where were the last couple of ones here where they just like went off and it was all started after this shit went down? 2814. Where is it? Oh, no, let's try lingerie. Let's
So what
try
she
that.
needed was a celebrity scandal to give her the edge.
Yep, kinda looks like it. And let's see where it all
Oh,
started.
she's holding a dog in one.
Here's where
That's
it all
fun.
started, 27, 17, but again, still not that 112, but all of a sudden now everybody knows her. Her follower count shot up to
Wow.
almost half a million, and boom. That's how you do it, folks.
I'm
That's
interested in can you click on Mister?
where Mr. Oh.
The dog.
I'm like the fucking bikini shots, the top. You're like, let me look at the dog.
Hello. Oh.
Let's see if there's any music.
Oh my
Mister,
god.
are you perfect?
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my god.
So there you have
That
it.
is a cute
Still
dog.
didn't get enough likes and all that other stuff. Even puppy pics.
Oh,
Puppies, tits, and
wow.
ass still didn't get enough. You need to go for Adam Levine.
Damn. So what do you think happened? Like did she go after him or do you think that like he DM'd her and she just took full advantage?
Well, okay, so what's well now because my sister and I had a theory last night that
Okay.
because he just said they were just flirting, that he never crossed the line like that. So my sister and I were like, "Ooh, he probably might have ended it," and she got pissed, right?
That's I think kind of what happened in Dave Portnoy's situation.
Right, right. So let's get some clout off of it. But if more women are coming forward, like, what are you seeing? So you see here, we have a little bit of a link here.
Ah, yes.
So
Looks
let's,
like her management.
okay. So here we go. Oh, shoot. Sorry. I have
Oh
to,
my god, do they also represent Adam Levine? That would be great.
no, but she does have some exclusive content here.
Look, she
So
loves to play pool. She's a sporty gal.
yeah, she knows how to handle her balls. Let's
Yeah.
click on exclusive content.
She's an escort.
Oh,
Ah, I knew it.
oh, there
There
we
we
go.
go.
There
Look at
you
that. My
go.
first ever lingerie bit. I've never done anything like this before
Mm-hmm.
until now.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Oh, and she's online.
She's on. Let's talk to her.
Oh
How much do
God.
we need? Let's buy something. I've never bought anything from OnlyFans.
Never say never, LOL. um Never say never, lol. The only place you can
Lol.
access my exclusive content. Let's get to know each other. Well,
Well
isn't that
then, Sumner.
interesting? Subscribe for
For
free.
free.
Oh God.
That's a woman who knows her value.
My first ever lingerie bid. I've never done anything like this before, but here today I will be locked.
Oh.
Be on the lookout in your DM. This is rated R.
And then an exhausted face.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'll be
So,
you after she takes all your money.
I know, right? So I decided to start a VIP. If you tip me $100, you will be automatically added to my VIP list where you'll have access to exclusive VIP posts and pay-per-view, unlimited free chat, custom content requests, future posts before anyone else, exclusive lives, and ratings. This was July 1st. I would
Oh,
love to
wow.
see the numbers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what I saw was this is part of the more women coming out portion of the show. So this was, oops,
Here we
okay.
have Adam Levine lying about seeing Sumner. He said, I use poor judgment in speaking with anyone other than my wife in any kind of flirtatious manner.
I don't know who this lady
He's
is. She
insinuating that he has
this
seen
might be an
her, but
independent
it's never gone
researcher
past the DM.
like us.
Good thing we have DMs where he says that they did in fact meet up. Here are some DMs with Sumner where he says how fucking hot she is, like it blows his mind. And she goes, seeing you in person, I was like, I'm fucked. And he goes, you are 50 times hotter in person. And so am I.
Oh my God, the ego. And so am
Yeah.
I.
Oh,
I'm
Adam
these
hotter
Levine,
people.
too.
like we know you're lying. It's right here. Here we have Adam Levine.
Okay, and then the next one.
I'll post some of the more riskier DMs.
What happened to her shirt?
Oh.
Okay.
Obsessed with you.
Oh.
Aren't you like married? LOL. Yes, but it's a bit complicated. Oh, I'm sorry. These women can't wreck his home because his home is already wrecked.
Oh, snap.
He'll do anything for it.
Okay, so this was watching your ass jiggle on that table will permanently scar me, but otherwise, I'm amazing. Fuck.
How many
anything for it.
homes do you think this TikTok bitch is wrecked? Where she's like, his home was already wrecked. It's
Here we
like,
have
Yeah.
Adam Levine
girl, sounds like you a
post
bit
some of the more
defensive.
riskier DMs.
This girl right here or the
Yeah.
Sumner one?
Her.
Uh-huh.
Where she says his home was already wrecked. She didn't
That
wreck
was her
no
trying to
home.
be, yeah, she was trying to like bring the heat.
Obsessed with you. Dude, aren't you like married?
Here.
LOL. Yes, but it's a bit complicated.
She is boring. Her delivery is boring.
Yeah. But here she says the next line here.
Oh, I'm sorry. These women can't wreck his home because his home is already wrecked.
Oh, sick burn.
Damn, girl. Damn, Gina. You got her. You got her. His home was
This
already
is-
wrecked.
He'll do anything for it.
I'll do
Anything.
anything for it.
Apparently, he just really likes talking about it.
Oh, and this is him going, my wife is having another baby. Talking about how hard it is to be an Aquarius.
You know, you really have to give it to him. You know, I am so hot. It's so hard to be an Aquarius. Like, sir, what? You're an adult.
You're a man.
You're an adult.
Oh, so
Oh,
he
God.
sent her
I'll
that.
post some of the more riskier DMs. I'm now obsessed.
All right, I did that already. Okay, and this is another
has come
woman.
Forward, exposing Adam Levine.
Who is this person? She tries to move out of the
Here's
way.
her
All right,
with
this is
her,
not as
and
good
he
as I
sends her a
thought.
message.
Oh, he sends her a
Oh,
message.
oh
where
no,
he's-
it's good, but it's just this
She
girl
says,
kind of.
I'm stupid.
That's it?
Yeah, sending a message. You should distract yourself by fucking me. Yes, Adam, you are stupid.
I mean, don't all
Another
guys do
woman
this
has
kind of
come
shit?
Forward, exposing Adam Levine.
I love how these people.
They have to duck. Like,
How did the other girl get to move herself around and this one's ducking out of the way?
yeah, she has to learn that ghost move.
Yeah, girl, you got to get with that other girl.
Yeah. All right. maybe this isn't as thorough and helpful as I thought.
Oh, no, but I loved it, though. I loved
Okay.
every minute of it. His home was
So
already wrecked.
I think it's dumb. Adam Levine is dumb in this situation because it's like, okay, you're married, and it's like, all right, who knows? Maybe he has a deal worked out with his wife where it's loosey goosey, but it seems maybe not. That's not the case. And it's like when you're a famous dude, like
Mhm.
you have a fucking target on your back, and like every girl who wants to like not really work very hard for money is gonna be like, oh yeah, that's my ticket. Like you make yourself so vulnerable to be me too'd just
Oh, yeah.
by talking to anybody online. Like it can be spun. Like guys are stupid in that way. Like they can be emotionally manipulated pretty easy.
Oh, yeah.
Um, but
But
damn.
there is, like, a whole I mean, it truly does obviously depend on the guy, like, I have a friend of mine, he's a former Navy SEAL, but he's in the terminal list. And he does not date girls from LA, does not do Instagram models. He's not even on social media because he's like,
Wow.
all of it is just so disgusting. It is so like superficial, very very much like DC, but in the opposite way where they're good looking.
Mhm.
And he's just like, he's like, you can literally see it a mile away, you can sense it a mile away. And he's like, it's just for many people, and he said like the craziest part is these girls will just completely throw themselves at these guys. I mean, I even remember, to give you guys an idea, okay, again back in 2010, 2011, dancing for the Chicago Bulls, we used to park in the same lot as the players.
Ooh.
And
Who
mind
players
you,
were you friends with?
I did a lot of appearances with Joe Kim Noah. I did a lot with oh god, Kirk Heinrich, Brad Miller, who was a Purdue guy. He was awesome. Luol Deng. Derrick Rose didn't do a lot because he was always injured. But I would say the funnest to do the appearances with were Joe Kim Noah, because he would always say hi to every single kid, and Luol
Oh,
Deng too. Um, and mind you, we had to sign contracts. We could not fraternize with the players. We could not date the
wow.
players. And I know Andrew legal mindset is like, oh, Farron, that's so cap. Like the girls were doing it all the time. Okay, Andrew in Chicago, different story. Because my coach actually was the one that started NBA and NFL cheerleading teams. Her name is Kathy
Ooh.
Gore. She's a legend. And the
She
reason
must
that
be
that was
200 years old.
I think she's like in her 70s. But what
Okay.
happened was, is like I said, like little backstory really quick. You had the Honey Bears, which was the cheerleaders for the Chicago Bears. They won the Super
Aw.
Bowl. Many of them dated the Honey Bears. Then the first thing that happened after the Super Bowl, I forget what the guy's name is, like Mataski, or it's whoever owns the Bears. I'm not a Bears fan. The daughter came in, and the first thing she did, she's like, get rid of the cheerleaders. Like they're the sluts, and got rid of them. So then my coach, she went and started a team with the Bulls, and she was like, "We're never going to have that happen again. Absolutely no fraternizing or dating with players."
Wow.
And I mean, you are supposed to report people if you're found out. I mean, you're instantly kicked off the team. Like it is a huge no-no. And this is just for the Chicago Bulls. They don't care if you date other players, but just the Chicago Bulls, you cannot. Um, but no, so we used to park right next to them. I always used to park in between it was Luol Deng, me, my other friend Aaron, Kirk Heinrich. Like we just started always because it was the time you would come in and we all had assigned spots. I used to walk out after the games and there would be underwear underneath these guys' windshields with the numbers written in the underwear, thongs, you name it. I mean, and you're like, how did these women get into a guarded parking lot, know what car he drove, put their number in, there are women that you can see. When I worked at Trump as a bartender, there was one night we had the whole 16th floor, which is like the outside bar. The New York Yankees bought it out. So we were waiting on all the Yankees. And there were two girls that made it in. And they were like, oh, we just came back from the game. And you knew. I was like, how did they get in? My girlfriend Lisa, she's like, those are Jersey chasers. Just watch. And I was like, no, they're not. Oh, they knew exactly how to work their way into which
Wow.
players. They ended up leaving with them. I mean, you see it in action and you're like, "Oh my god." Like,
You have to be
I'll give it to
determined.
him. Yeah, I'll give it
Yeah.
to him. Yeah, they're smart. It's an art that I clearly would not be good at. But because I'd just be like, "Oh my god, why am I doing this?" I have such a guilty conscience. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's so weird.
It's a different set of skills you need to be a female stalker versus a male stalker.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But
But female stalkers oftentimes turn into girlfriends. So,
yeah,
yeah.
they definitely do. But yeah, it's just they blew the security guard. I mean,
Real secure.
yeah. But it's just again, just from the way that I saw it, and that wasn't when Instagram wasn't even around. It wasn't even a thought. Facebook was kind of around. Now the fact that these girls can slide into DMs really quick via Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. I mean, the world is these women's oysters, you
Yep.
know?
The
So,
world could be your oyster too, Farron, if you just slid into more DMs.
oh God, I'm too old.
No, you're not. Don't you dare. A
Oh,
couple more super chats. Julie, oh, I was exploited. Translation, I used to be a whore and now I have regrets. Yeah.
yeah.
By that definition, we've all been exploited. Love you
Right.
guys. Thank you for the chats. Thank you for the comments. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Bye. All right. Love you guys. God, I don't even want to leave. This candle smells so good. I don't want to leave. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye. Love you all. Join the Discord. Feet. Love you all. Wow. You guys are awesome. Bye, guys. Bye. Now I'm really leaving. Love you. Bye.